Some people walk into a room, and without saying a word or offering a treat, the cat, usually aloof or selective, wanders over, tail upright, eyes soft, and rubs against their legs. It seems magical, doesn't it? As if cats have some sixth sense about certain people, but what really draws a cat in has nothing to do with magic. It's a silent language made up of respect, energy, and deep understanding. These are things cats notice instinctively and immediately. Today's video explores 7 profound traits that the most beloved humans all share, traits that cats absolutely love. Backed by behavior science and real-life observations, this guide offers a gentle invitation into the feline mind. Let's discover what truly makes someone a cat's favorite human. Trait number 1. They let the cat choose the connection. At their core, cats are creatures of autonomy. While they may sleep on your keyboard or curl up beside you, that doesn't mean they've relinquished control. Quite the opposite. Those moments of closeness are gifts they choose to offer, not demands they respond to. This is rooted in feline psychology. Unlike pack animals, cats evolved as semi-solitary hunters. Their instincts tell them to evaluate and observe before committing. That's why the approach and retreat behavior is so common in domestic cats. They inch closer, retreat, observe, and repeat. Humans who understand this rhythm, who allow the cat to initiate the connection, are seen as non-threatening and trustworthy. These people don't force pets or scoop up a cat without warning. They let the moment unfold naturally. Ironically, the less a person chases that affection, the more a cat is willing to give it. Building trust with a cat is much like earning the respect of a wise elder. It takes time, space, and sincerity. Trait number 2. They radiate gentle, predictable energy. Cats are masters of subtlety, and they're deeply sensitive to the emotional atmosphere around them. A loud voice, a sudden gesture, even the way someone walks into a room can send a nervous cat under the bed. But calmness is magnetic. People who move with gentle intention, who speak softly, pause before reaching, and sit in stillness, are like beacons of safety for a cat. Their presence isn't jarring, it doesn't demand. It simply exists peacefully. Science supports this. 2. Research shows that cats can sense stress hormones and elevated cortisol in their humans. That's why anxious or erratic energy often causes them to retreat, while mindful behavior invites them in. Creating this sense of calm is less about perfection and more about presence. A slow blink, a quiet voice, a steady hand. These are things a cat understands. They respond not to dominance, but to harmony. Trait number 3. They speak cat. Without saying a word, cats communicate constantly, but not with words. They speak through posture, tail movements, pupil size, ear angles, and tiny facial twitches. And some humans, even without formal training, just seem to understand it. A slow blink from a cat is the equivalent of saying, "I trust you." A flicking tail, on the other hand, warns, "I'm overstimulated." Ears flattened sideways can mean fear, while forward-facing ears suggest curiosity. Even the tiniest whisker twitch can carry meaning. People who recognize and honor these signals, who give space when tension rises and respond with affection when comfort is offered, are rare and treasured by cats. One unforgettable story from a rescue shelter told of a shy tabby named Luna who had been labeled unfriendly. She never approached visitors, often hid at the back of her enclosure. But one volunteer, an elderly man who moved slowly and made no effort to touch her, simply sat nearby and mirrored her blinks. Within weeks, Luna began curling near his feet, silently choosing connection. Understanding a cat's language requires patience and observation, but once learned, it becomes a bridge to genuine companionship. Trait number 4. They know that play is more than just fun. Playtime might look like entertainment to us, but to a cat, it's a serious, deeply instinctual ritual. Beneath the swats, leaps, and pounces lies the echo of the hunt. Cats evolved as ambush predators. Their brains crave the challenge of stalking, chasing, and capturing. Interactive play, where a feather mimics a bird or a string slithers like prey, activates this ancient circuitry. It's more than exercise. It's mental therapy. It builds confidence, relieves anxiety, and strengthens trust. Humans who understand this don't just wave a toy around randomly. They learn to move it like prey, to pause it at just the right moment, to let the cat win now and then. These moments become shared adventures, bonding through mimicry of the wild. It's important to note that relying on passive toys or overfeeding without activity can dull a cat's spirit. A bored cat can become anxious or destructive. But regular, instinct-honoring play keeps them emotionally balanced and more connected to their human companions. In a world where cats have traded jungles for living rooms, the greatest gift we can give them is the thrill of the hunt, offered safely, lovingly, and on their terms. Trait number 5, they create a safe, predictable world. For cats, consistency isn't just comforting, it's essential for their emotional security. Their brains are wired to thrive in familiar patterns. While humans often embrace spontaneity, cats find solace in knowing what comes next. That's why small, everyday routines, like feeding at the same time, cleaning the litter box regularly, or playing each evening before bed, can have a surprisingly profound effect on your relationship with your feline companion. When a person provides structure, a cat begins to trust the environment more, and by extension, they trust the one maintaining that environment. Over time, that trust transforms into affection. It's similar to how a child may bond with a caregiver who always shows up, always listens, and always follows through. Cats, though more subtle, respond to consistency with the same depth of appreciation. Even rituals as simple as a soft greeting each morning or a shared quiet moment on the couch after dinner can become anchors of emotional connection. These patterns become sacred. They are reminders to the cat that, in a world full of unknowns, this human and this home are safe. Trait number 6, they personalize affection, not force it. Just like people, every cat expresses love differently. Some cats melt into laps, while others prefer to sit nearby in silence. There are those who gently headbutt your arm, and those who simply blink slowly from across the room. Humans who understand and respect these preferences are the ones cats trust most. Some cats are tactile. They love brushing, gentle strokes, and full-body snuggles. Others are sensitive to touch, preferring brief nose boops or minimal physical contact. And then there are those who enjoy parallel play, resting near you while doing their own thing. Trying to force affection, especially in the wrong way or at the wrong time, can lead to stress or defensive behavior. But when someone listens closely to a cat's cues and adjusts accordingly, the bond deepens. The best approach is to let the cat initiate most physical contact. If they nudge your hand, offer it. If they curl up beside you, stay still and quiet. When the affection is mutual and freely chosen, it carries far more meaning. It's not about how much you love your cat, it's about how fluently you show it in a language they understand. Trait number 7, they embrace the quirks that make cats. Cats. Every cat has quirks, those delightful, puzzling, and sometimes maddening behaviors that make them who they are. One cat might insist on sleeping in the sink. Another might meow at the wall every afternoon at 4 p.m. Some knock objects off shelves. Others chase invisible insects. These aren't bad habits. They're expressions of personality, of instinct, of curiosity. And the humans who embrace those quirks, who laugh, adapt, and love without judgment, earn a cat's deepest loyalty. There's a heartwarming story about a woman who adopted a cat with an odd obsession. Every morning, the cat would drag socks from the laundry basket and arrange them in a perfect line by the door. Instead of correcting the behavior, she turned it into a game. Quietly watching and praising her cat's efforts, that small gesture built a bond stronger than any treat could offer. Cats notice when they're accepted. When their peculiarities are met with understanding instead of frustration, they feel safe being themselves, and safety, for a cat, is the doorway to love. Bonus section: the hidden rewards of earning a cat's trust. When a cat trusts you, truly and deeply, they show it in ways that are easy to miss, but unforgettable once understood. It's in the soft trill of a greeting when you enter the room, the way they slowly blink while gazing at you from the windowsill, the gentle purr that starts when you're not even touching them, just sitting nearby, or perhaps most moving of all, when they expose their belly, not as an invitation to rub, but as a sign of utter vulnerability. Some follow you from room to room, content just to be in your presence. Others leave small gifts, a toy by your pillow or a napkin from the floor as an offering. These gestures are their language of love. Over time, the rewards go beyond affection. Studies have shown that bonding with a pet, especially a cat, can lower stress hormones, improve heart health, and offer deep emotional comfort. It's a silent companionship that doesn't demand, yet gives so much. And the truth is this: cats don't pretend. If they love you, it's real, it's earned, and it's profound. So, let's take a moment to reflect on these 7 quiet traits, the ones that make a person not just liked by cats, but truly loved by them. Respecting their space, moving with calm, reading their silent language, honoring their instincts through play, creating comforting routines, adapting your affection to their style, and embracing all the wonderful quirks that make them unique. To be loved by a cat is to be chosen, not just accepted. It means they've observed you, tested you, and found in you someone safe, someone kind, someone worth trusting. If you've recognized any of these traits in yourself or have a beautiful story about a cat who chose you, feel free to share it in the comments. Every bond is a little miracle worth telling, and if you'd like more insights into the secret lives of our feline friends, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more gentle journeys into the heart of animal behavior.